Bears. Because we look at the NFC North, DraftKings Sportsbook says the Bears are the third best team in the division. They have the Lions, who didn't make the playoffs last year, as the slight favorites over the Packers. The Bears, who won the division last year for the first time since 2018, have the third best odds to win the division since 2026. So I wanted to start with Lewis. Lewis, the Bears, the overwhelming majority of the offseason talent acquisition period has come and gone, meaning free agency and the draft. There'll still be some moves here and there. But bottom line, are the Bears in position, in your mind, to win that division again?
Yeah, I think they are. But number one, first and foremost, this isn't even about talent acquisition. It's the fact that Caleb Williams gets the benefit from the fact that he has everything in place once again in terms of coaching staff. Same voices in his head, same people teaching the same things this offseason, where now he can really dig into the offense as far as how to really take his game to another level. Weapon-wise, they're loaded. They're as good as really any team in the NFL. When you think about the backs that they have, the offensive line that they have, bringing Xavier Thomas in there along with Luther Burden and guys like Rome Odunze, that's as good as you can get. Colston Loveland, are you kidding me? This team is stocked. It's stacked as far as the offensive side of the football.
Kmart, Chicago.
Listen, I covered them in the playoffs. I'm actually surprised that they would be third favorite.
I don't get where
that's the only thing I don't.
Hardest schedule in the league. Hardest one.
Hey, Mike, I get it. I get that. I get that. I understand. But even so, because I'm looking at the rest of the division, I understand. If you said Packers, you thought the Packers would win the division, okay. The Lions, that's the team to me where despite the amount of weapons that they have, the amount of times that they've been inching closer to the playoffs, made the playoffs, they don't seem to get it done. So, and they've made so many changes with their coaching staff. So I just look at the Bears and I just think that they have a better team.
I feel there are two lanes of thought with the Bears. They're a prime candidate for regression because you won't force that many turnovers again, and the schedule was hard, now it gets easy. There's that lane of thought. And then there's the Caleb Williams now with another year in Ben Johnson's offense is going to take that next step up, and they are a prime candidate to make a Super Bowl run lane. As a fan and an analyst, which lane do you find yourself in?
All of it.
All of it.
All of it's true. I mean, look, Caleb is going to have stability for the first time since high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so what Lewis points out is fact. The Bears were picked fourth last year, so I paid no attention to Vegas and odds, none. But you're looking at this, the Bears could be a better team, right, and not have as good a record, not win 11 games. That is very possible, given the schedule, which I believe starts out in Seattle on a Wednesday night. Come on, the schedule's impossible. The other thing is, and this is what they didn't do during the draft, and I like
Here comes the fan
overwhelming. No, I know, Kimberly, you're not old enough to remember when I actually covered these things for decades. They didn't help at all one of the things that was most efficient about that team, which is pass rush. I think they were 21st in pressure. 21st. They did not do it. Now, Ben Johnson has said, one, we're going to coach him better, and there are people coming back from injury, Shamar Turner, that we believe will help this team, even though we're not just bringing them in now as rookies. I hear him. I want him to be right. But I'm looking at, Lewis, a 4-2-8 receiver. I know when you're an offensive coach like Ben Johnson, you want that ace in your deck. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. But at the expense of, if they can't put Sam Darnold on the ground on a Sunday in January because they've got a receiver who can only impact the game 2 or 3 times a game, maybe 8 times a year, we're going to be angry. But we got some time.
Did they do enough for the defense?
Look, I think Dylan Thieneman's going to really help him at safety. Malik Muhammad's going to really help him at corner. That's the guy who went viral for not having any reaction when they picked him in the fourth. But these guys are really good football players now. And see, that's the thing. See, we look at all these game-changing positions all the time, and rightfully so, as being the only things that really matter in terms of trying to project future performance. But Dylan Thieneman's going to be a huge, huge addition. Malik Muhammad's going to be a huge addition. Xavier Thomas is 4.28 in the 40 now, and he's a good receiver. They're going to put up points. Caleb's going to go off this year.
I got 10 seconds. Caleb going to make that next step? Is he the next superstar?
I'm a believer in Caleb, for real.
I am too. I think Caleb is a star.
I don't understand how you doubt him. Yeah.
All right, Michael Wilbon, a terrific hour today. He'll be with us for the full 2 hours tomorrow. Always our honor to have you here. He'll be with Stephen A. and Company, talking about big change possibly coming to basketball. And here's another. The NCAA has initiated the final steps to expanding the men's and women's basketball tournaments to 76 teams The expansion is on track to be formalized in the upcoming weeks, would begin this coming season. The primary driver of this move reportedly has not been money, but rather access for at-large bids for power conferences. This feels like a very big deal. Wilbon is here. Jay Williams is up with us early. He's our college basketball man extraordinaire. Jay Will's making the sack. He's not buying it. Jay Will, two-part question. One, why do you think they're doing this? Two, do you like it?
Well, I think it benefits the right stakeholders, and anybody that wakes up today and thinks that more Cinderellas are going to get a larger invitation, and this is about the royal family having more seats at the table, and the royal family are the power conferences here. They're going to generate more revenue, more at-large bids, and what I hate about this, ultimately, guys, is we have conversations a lot about 82 games in the regular season for the NBA. To me, this devalues the regular season for college basketball. Right? It means more games, fewer games that actually matter. And when you think about it, at the end of the day, more at-large teams are going to get in from power conferences. And Mike, this ultimately leads to a bigger conversation, right? Look at CFP in college football. The last chokehold for college basketball is an NCAA tournament for the NCAA. So they're going to try to drive as much revenue as possible. But look at what we saw with Miami. The ACC, when they got to the CFP, was like, okay, you don't have to distribute that amongst all the teams in the ACC. You keep it. So the NCAA is trying to make the power conferences happy in order to maintain the NCAA tournament.
Amen.
Because inevitably, guys, the power conferences are going to break away from the NCAA tournament. That is going to happen. You can book that eventually.
This is their effort to appease the power conferences. Jay, the only part of it I don't hate is it could wind up with essentially 4 more play-in games. I'm not going to trash that. If it winds up being essentially that they send those teams to Dayton and they give us more games on Tuesday and Wednesday leading up to the Thursday main draw, I can live with it. But you are 1,000% right about what this is. Appeasement. That's it.
Go ahead, Jay.
The thing that really bothers me about it, Mike, and I agree with you. Look, it's for media partners, it's cheaper inventory, it's more ad revenue, it's a product that actually does well when you watch the game on the first couple of days of the tournament. But what I hate about this the most, and it's something, Mike, I know you're going to be on my side, Wilbon, on this one. Everybody doesn't get a damn trophy. Like, we talk about it when it comes to youth sports all the time. I hear parents literally articulate it all the time. No. You didn't come in 3rd, 2nd, or 1st place. You came in 9th place. You don't get a trophy. And what we're doing now is, because it's about ad revenue, is because it's about we're generating as much revenue as possible, we're saying everybody gets in. What the hell is the point of having a tournament if more teams continue to get in because it's about this? We're not teaching the valuable lessons. We're saying things that we want to teach the youth on one end, but yet we're doing something else on the other hand.
And for that very reason, I hate when I hear, and I was always for a playoff in football, college football. For years before it became popular and trendy, I wanted to see the playoff. And now, because they talk about increasing it, they're going to have college football teams playing 16-game schedules soon enough. And yet people will, give voice fraudulently to, we care about health and safety. No, you don't. And so when Jay came on, I died laughing when you were doing this. Coming out of the break, Jay, because you're right.
And as far as the actual games are concerned, if they just do add teams from the Big Ten and the SEC, essentially, those conferences are going to go like 8, 9, 10 teams deep in the tournament, which I think is Jay's point about devaluing the regular season. I'm delighted to get your perspective on this, Jay. Thank you for jumping in. We will see you in here next week